Hello everyone and welcome back! Welcome back to a brand new day of TCG PokeDECKS. As you can see or as you'll be able to see on the chat and on the cup, we have new subscriber badges for everyone. So we'll definitely be having a ton of fun today. We're featuring 3 different decks today. One combines TAUROS and PINSIR as our entry for the day for the PokeDECKS series. So we're doing two for one. We're already in a game against one of my students, so we're gonna get started that way, and then the subscribers who are here and that would like to play, feel free to say so in the chat, and you'll get a spot to play today. Yeah, and I'll be keeping track with with my trusty pen. Yeah, the badge looks pretty cool, right? Thank you, Jedi. Hello. And hello, Henry. Thank you, Jedi. Yeah, the new badge is like a quirky Tablemon, right? It looks funny. I'm probably gonna do just different colored Tablemons for the future. Like for 3 months, 6 months, etc. Rico, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias por ver. Okay, so we're up against a Mega Alakazam deck. That is quite a surprise. And as you can see, guys, I did not forget to turn on the microphone today, which is always very important. Okay, so we both start Coco here. So I'm gonna bench the TAUROS. So the whole idea behind this deck is damaging my own Tauroses to be able to use Mad Ball and Rage. And then because my opponent is using Mega Alakazam, it's actually gonna be very scary to do that strategy. But yeah, we're gonna try. Pinsir has a very weird attack. Ooh, this is a really bad hand that we just end ourselves into. We're gonna have to bench that guy. We're gonna Rainbow Energy ourselves. Thank you, Alex, but no, today is not my birthday. My birthday is actually next Friday. So don't worry about it. Thank you so much. But yeah, my birthday is actually next Friday, not today. Okay, so we're just gonna pass here. We're hoping to top deck something more useful right now. Hello, Rafa. Thanks so much for being here. As you can see, you now have a new badge, a new subscriber badge. And wanna do this so that you guys can see who's at the top of the leaderboard for the bits. The sub badge, thank you. The white snake, thank you. I worked on it myself. Like, I was tired of just asking people for help with it, and then no one coming through. So I just decided I would make one myself, and there it is. It's the cute little Tablemon. And for people who are subscribed like 3 months, 6 months, a year, etc., we're gonna have different colored Tablemons. I haven't decided what color yet, but we will be having different colored Tablemons. So thank you, the white snake, for being here, and hello, Splatoon. Thank you so much for being here as well. And yeah, Sam Chin is sitting very close to me. He'll be making an appearance later on. And okay, so Tapu Koko, as you can see, I'm playing like the cute damage mover thing, so we might have a chance to actually KO this Mega Alakazam, or this Alakazam. Okay, so this is the plan. Okay, we need an energy. So we're gonna move the damage from this TAUROS to this one. We're gonna bench the other Coco, and we're gonna Guzma. I bet you guys that's the first time you've ever seen a damage mover being played. And then we're gonna instruct for 2. I just want an energy. Yes, we got it. Perfect. Okay, damage mover. Now we're gonna Mad Bull that Alakazam for exactly 160 damage. So all the pro strats coming on here. All the pro strats. And yeah, pretty good, Sinister James. That's the first time ever someone used that damage mover effectively, I would say. So yeah, guys, amongst all of you who are subscribed, who have the Tablemon badge, if any of you want to play today, please say so. we're gonna be doing a total of 5 games after this one. Yeah, so I do need time to do other things today. So like testing for the special event this weekend. So I have space for 5 people, and Bird Boy, I'll add you to the list. But since you're not a subscriber, we will, like, if anyone who is subscribed wants to play, they'll get priority. But PokeDECKS is not only for subs. If no subs want to play, then I will play against people who aren't sub. However, yeah, I'll add you to the list, Splatube, as well. Cool. Okay, so my opponent did another spread. Now we no longer have the GX to knock out this Coco, but I think that's probably okay. I'm gonna attach energy to the PINSIR, and then what should I do here? I mean, I could Guzma, but is that worth it? No, I think I'm gonna Cynthia and Henry. Yeah, you can play Passimian. Like, you can play any deck you want. The thing is you'll probably wreck me, right, with Passimian, but I can add you to the list. Okay, so I really wanted to play Team Magna Secret Base to add damage to myself before benching my stuff, but I guess we'll just have to wait. And Rafa, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the bits. And yeah, like, the PINSIR is pretty fun. Like, you lead with that, you deal 30, and then you put the damage on the TAUROS to build up your Rage attack and your Mad Bull GX as well. Guzma KO the Octillery could have been decent, yeah. So we could do that next turn as well. I just wanted to make sure I found like a few more resources. Now the Field Blower, probably gonna lose, yep. The 2 tool cards, that's fine. Hello, and Just a God, thank you so much for being here. And that's okay, Rafa. Thank you so much for the bits, very kind of you. And it's still a rogue deck if you've taken it to a league up. I mean, yeah, sure. Just, I mean, consider the thank you, Team Polyswag. The sub badges are pretty cool, right? It's just the cute little Tablemon. It's just a cute little Tablemon. Okay, so can we knock out this Alakazam? No, we cannot. However, we can take down the Octillery, which does seem like a decent play. Or we could just pressure the Alakazam, which is generally the only big threat. We're gonna pressure with a PINSIR. Right, we're gonna pressure with a PINSIR. Gonna do the Fighting Fury Belt there. We're gonna struck for 1. This is the only threat, correct? So, ooh, the DC is very nice. I might even use Heavy Suplex. Okay, let's just do Overhead Throw for now. He'll be at 50, so we have knockout with this guy, so we'll do the 20 damage on this TAUROS. So we're building up that Rage attack. So this is PokeDECKS in Just a God. This is indeed PokeDECKS. PINSIR and TAUROS are definitely not something I would test for the special event. So Wallaby, today is the PokeDECKS series, so we're going in PokeDECKS order. We're filling up the PokeDECKS essentially, but by building a deck with every single Pokemon out there. So today's entry is a double entry with PINSIR and TAUROS because they're right next to each other on the list on the PokeDECKS, and they have synergy. So PINSIR powers up TAUROS, and then TAUROS just deals a ton of damage. So I can't retreat that PINSIR here and spread on the same turn. So I'm just gonna power up here. I'm gonna Floatstone this guy, and then we'll Sycamore. Yeah, both decks are trying to do the same thing indeed. So we're gonna eliminate the energy there, and then we're gonna Fighting Fury Belt this guy. We're gonna Fighting Fury Belt this guy as well. And my opponent not very happy with with the removal of his energy, but that's understandable. And now the Cocos are actually very scary. Very, very scary. And thank you, Injusta God. So I can add you to the list. So far from subscribers, only Henry has expressed interest in playing. So, and then there's three people who are not subscribers who are now on the list. Bird Boys, Platoob, and Injusta God. So that's what it's looking like so far. And I hope you guys will excuse me that I'm having breakfast today whilst I'm streaming, but didn't have time to do so earlier. And then one of you, or more than one of you, might be facing off against Sam Chen using this deck. It would be pretty funny to just see him try to pilot effectively a weird deck such as this one. I think it would be pretty funny. Okay, so the damage mover. The damage mover is not great. We do have a Acerola, as you can see, guys. Acerola could be decent. It's just I really want to spread here. I really want to spread. Okay. I can't knock out this. I also can't knock out the Coco. Now it feels like I'm dealing too much damage to myself. So, I mean, this should be fine. We'll pick this guy up. We also get the Fighting Fury Belt back, and then this Taurus can eliminate this Coco. We can bench this guy again. We deal some damage to ourselves. We'll attach there. We'll Fighting Fury Belt here, and then we shall Rage for the KO, right? Rage for the KO. And yeah, well, I actually, I know you love Venusaur, so I actually featured Venusaur in this series. I actually featured Venusaur in this series already. It was the first one I did, a Mega Venusaur deck. Okay, so there's that pesky Tapu Koko that we weren't able to knock out. The energy probably should have gone to the Coco, most likely. I'm glad you guys like the new emotes, the subscriber badge. It's really, really cool that you guys like it. Very nice emojis there, Wallaby. And welcome, Joey. Okay, Devolution Spray. That's gonna be very scary here. If he keeps Devolutioning Spray, he might not even need to attack my Taurus. I wish Damage Mover let me move damage from my opponent's side of the field as well. That would be pretty cool. Like, just move 2 damage counters wherever. Ooh, the Tapu Cure. Okay, so if I move 3 damage counters, I can't knock out. So I'm gonna go ahead and retreat. Now this guy is doing exactly 170. Gonna attach energy here. Wait, what happened? What happened to the Coco? Did I knock out the Coco? What happened to the 100 damage? Oh, he cured it. He cured it. Tapu Cure. That's right. Tapu Cure. Cynthia. And then let's Rage for the knockout. And it's looking like Taurus. It's looking like Taurus is actually gonna pull through here, and all our shenanigans with the Damage Mover and the Acerola, and the Rainbow Energy and the Pinsir, and then the spreading with Tapu Koko actually probably helped us here. Actually probably helped us quite a bit. Okay, so Alex takes out one of the Cocos. And then, I mean, he's gonna hit for a lot of damage here. A lot of damage if he chooses to attack with Mega Alakazam. Jedi, I'm actually eating scrambled eggs with chorizo and cheese that my beautiful girlfriend prepared for me. And yep, that's gonna be a huge knockout. And then I guess I still don't have knockout with Tauros here. Even with my other damage mover, I don't have the knockout yet. So this is actually looking pretty scary. Because obviously all our Pokemon just get knocked out easily. Quite easily here. Lele plus counter energy would be pretty good. And it's pretty delicious, the white snake. Okay, so let's burn these guys. Let's thin a little bit, I guess. I mean, we could use a brand new Tauros, right? What we're looking for is Guzma, essentially. So I might just end up using Sycamore here, honestly. And just using the brand new Tauros here? Does that seem like a good choice? I think so. Let's Pulpat the Guzma. Yeah, let's Pulpat the Guzma's back. So we have 4 Guzmas in the deck here. And I'm just gonna Sycamore away these resources. We do find a Guzma, which is great. I'm not gonna let him Acerola back the Spirit Link. I really don't want that to happen. And so I feel like we will probably end up winning next turn. We'll see. I'll reuse Pinsir in the beginning of the game to set up a lot of damage on my Tauros. Pinsir is not that great. And yeah, with a side of M&M's indeed. Okay. Ooh, counter catcher. Uh-oh. Oh my. Counter catcher is a pretty big deal. And the end. Oh my gosh. We actually might lose here. Counter catcher coming in clutch for Alex. Oh my. Oh my. We need to use Pinsir to knock out that Octillery now. Oh my, we are in a lot of trouble. Alex might be pulling a huge comeback here. He might be pulling a huge comeback. I'm actually not a big fan of Menudo. Okay. So Floatstone here. Alex just has too many cards. Okay, there's a Guzma. So we'll see what else we get with Instruct. Damage mover. Does that help us in any way? Probably not, right? Probably not. I mean, not this turn at least. So we're just gonna pressure again. It's gonna come down to the wire, guys. If he has another Guzma, then we've definitely lost. Oh, wait, he hasn't played any Guzmas yet. So if he has a Guzma, then we've definitely lost. Oh, but there's an N. Okay, I'll take that. Oh no, Spirit Link. Spirit Link doesn't get him a knockout though. Yeah, he might only play counter catcher indeed, I know Guzma. Okay, energy on Coco. Is he going to retreat? Oh, he has the win here. If he places the damage here, he has the win. Because then he can... Oh no, he just... Actually, no, never mind. Because he can't suppression now. He cannot use suppression. What are you guys having for lunch? Okay, there's a retreat, so Eggmart, no creo que Fan Club sea el reemplazo de Nereida o de Bridget. La verdad es que no lo creo. Okay. It is. It's really, really close. That energy on the Kokolo. If I don't win this turn, I think I'm going to lose. And Guzma doesn't even give me the win. It really doesn't. Touching energy feels so bad here. Maybe I could Guzma the artillery. Like, it's likely I'll find a Guzma here, right? Maybe. And oh boy. Okay. So at least this saves the Orankuru. And we can actually instruct again. We can actually instruct again. 20 damage now is not too relevant. Ooh, should I floatstone the Tauros and spread? Limitless Nico, thank you so much for the host. That's very kind of you. Welcome, guys. You're seeing a Mega Alakazam against a TAUROS PINSIR deck for the PokeDECKS series. Yeah, I'll floatstone this guy and then we'll instruct again. There's a damage mover, which is not really helping me right now. So I'm just gonna horn attack here. So welcome, guys. Welcome everyone from Limitless Nico's stream. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're doing viewer battles, or subscriber / viewer battles. Trying to fill up the Pokedex. It is pretty hilarious. It is pretty hilarious. Hello, Jack. Thank you so much for being here. And you are watching the PokeDECKS series. So in this series, we try to fill up the Pokedex by building a deck with every single Pokemon in the Pokedex, right? So, ooh, there's a Cynthia. We are trying to build a deck with every different Pokemon. We're going in Pokedex order, so we started with Venusaur deck all the way from the first one, and now we are all the way up to Tauros and Pinsir. So this is a double entry, and so we're both trying to get damage on my side of the field for Tauros's Rage. And I believe the damage mover, is actually going to give me the game here. The clutch damage mover. It's gonna let me rage for exactly 90 damage for my last prize card. That was a crazy game, Alex. That was so fun. Thank you so much. That was actually really fun. Like, I started off pretty strong. He struggled, and then it looked like he was about to make a comeback. And Purple Cliff, welcome. Thank you for the host. So yeah, that was actually a really cool game. Yeah, it was really exciting. It was generally very fun. Okay, so now it's time for me to ask again, guys. And thank you so much, Alex, for the game. It's time for me to ask you guys. Thank you, Jordan. I'm glad. And you guys will be able to catch, like, there's a whole playlist with hundreds of games of me just trying out like quirky, weird decks. Before we used to play in the ladder, and then sometimes we would get stumped by meta decks when I was playing things like Sandslash and Arbok. But now that we're playing against viewers and they bring non-meta decks, Rafa, thanks so much for the 25 bits. Now that we're playing against viewers and subscribers, it actually leads to a lot of fun games. It leads to a lot of fun games, such as the one you just saw, right? Like, there's no way you run into Mega Alakazam in the ladder, right? So now we finished the first game. Let me ask you quickly, if Henry is there, if you want to battle, now would be a good time. Although if you're gonna use Passimian, you'll probably just stop my Tauros really quickly. But yeah, if any subscribers on Twitch want to battle, please say so. Otherwise, it will be Bird Boy's turn. So yeah, in Just a God, you're third in the list, so it's up to Henry to play now in Just a God. So you're on the list in Just a God. We just need to wait for Henry to send the challenge, who's not going to use Passimian, so that's good. So yeah, when you're ready, Henry, please send me the challenge as soon as you can, so we can get started with another fun game. There we go. Okay, so once again, more action of the PINSIR TAUROS deck. We'll see. From the previous screen, I would assume, or I would have thought, we might be up against Zoark Elizabeth, but we're hoping that will not be the case. Okay, so fairly decent start. And so our goal here with this deck is to use PINSIR's overhead throw, dealing 30 damage to the active and 20 to a bench Pokemon of ours. So we use PINSIR to power up Tauros's Rage and Mad Bull GX attack. Okay, that's the elite combo we are using today. That is the elite combo we're using today. Ooh, and we're up against a Venusaur deck. Interesting. Okay, so let's Nest Ball for our Tauros. We also have cute cards like Damage Mover and Enhanced Hammer, although the Enhanced Hammer is probably not going to be very helpful here. The Floatstone, I feel like I'm not gonna play the Floatstone. I'm just gonna Cynthia here. We don't know what's in my opponent's hand. Hello Max, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so we whiffed the energy. That's actually a little bit sad. That's actually a little bit sad, whiffing the energy here. It's not too great. Thank you so much, Max, for being here. And Sam will be making an appearance at some point during the stream, and it'll be funny to see him not as it'll be funny to see him use these quirky fun decks and see how he can improvise see how he can improvise. Okay, so we're up against a Venusaur Shining Genesect deck, so it's actually gonna be very, very scary. Jedi, I wish. And yeah, in this series you can see elite combos like Tauros and PINSIR and Big Malasada with Seeking. That is also very, very true. Okay, so we're gonna burn this first Nest Ball. This second one we will use. We're just trying to thin a little bit here. And then there's the Tauros. I believe I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I want to save the rainbows for potential self-damage against Tauros to make sure that we're hitting the right amount. It's gonna be a difficult matchup, even though this is not a meta deck. It's definitely a very good deck, I would say. So we'll see what happens here. We'll overhit throw, and then the 20 damage will of course go onto the Tauros. So let me just quickly record what is happening. This is a stream, and we are gonna play 6 total games, and the first one of Tauros was against Mega Alakazam, and we won that one. and then TAUROS PINSIR against Venusaur Genesect, and we'll see what happens in that one. You're bringing Pidgeot Celesteela Garb. Okay, Bird Boy, that seems okay. That seems okay. Splatube, that's a cool emote, the Eevee from Squeak's channel. Nice. Okay. Ooh, so he even has Zoroark here. Wow, my opponent actually commits the TCE right there. That's actually pretty scary. He's also running TCE. That's honestly pretty surprising. We're gonna get rid of it. We're definitely gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna go ahead and bench another TAUROS. We deal immediately 20 damage. So there is a chance we could eliminate this Lele this turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and end. He still doesn't have a Zoroark, which is good. If we had found the damage mover, we actually would have been able to take a knockout here. So now the question is, with 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energy, that's 120, 150. He would need to commit another energy to the Lele in order to take a knockout here. Or if I spread, yeah, I'll do it with the clean one for now. Now I will be using Pulpad because I want to increase the chance of me finding a supporter next turn. And then we're just gonna Horn Attack here. 100 damage, we need to deal 70 next turn. Only 70 essentially. There's a Zoroark for trading purposes. That's pretty cool, Splatube. That's pretty cool. Jedi, your card shop, they have a full art Cynthia. And you feel like a kid at the candy store. That's pretty cool. Yeah, full art Cynthia is a really cool looking card for sure. Really cool looking card. It's super expensive, isn't it? Like $50 or more? It's crazy. But I mean, people are going to want it for the new rotation, right? Oh. My opponent actually chooses not to attack. Okay. That's pretty clever. However, if we find... I mean, if you're not gonna attack, I feel like you would return that. We don't get a Fighting Fury Belt. We're playing 4. I just needed a Fighting Fury Belt, and we would have been in an okay position. I'm still gonna go ahead and do this. The key here is going to be to eliminate a lot of energy at once. That's gonna be the key. Tinichi, hello. Thank you so much for being here. This is indeed a PINSIR deck. We're playing for the PokeDECKS series. For those of you who are not familiar, we're trying to fill up the PokeDECKS. We're going one by one, building a deck of each and every different Pokemon. Okay. So, if we find a damage mover, we can GX attack this guy and eliminate the energy, which would be really nice, right? Would be really, really nice. And then that Lele we can eventually knock out with a Tapu Koko spread, I feel. So let's promote this guy. Hello, Pedro. You're a huge fan of the Dragon Ball series, and you just saw what the Dragon Ball Super cards look like. That's pretty cool. I'm a pretty big fan of Dragon Ball as well. I really, really like it. And... okay, so do I spread here? I think I spread. And I think I'm gonna spread against the Zoroark, probably. No, against the Venusaur. I'm gonna spread against the Venusaur. I'm also a big fan of Dragon Ball. I'm actually watching Dragon Ball Super right now. I'm like 15 episodes away from the ending, which I'm really excited to see. I don't want it to end, but I also want to see what happens. And yeah, I've seen the game. I actually saw Michael Pramawat play the card game the other day in Toronto. It seemed fun. It seemed a bit like Pokemon. They have prizes, except they're reverse prizes. It was interesting. Awesome. Energy on the Venusaur is always good news. Energy on the Venusaur right there is always good news. Field Blower, that's completely fine. And the White Snake, the White Snake, thank you so much for the bits. That's very kind of you. And yeah, you are very solidly in second place now. Okay, so now I have a choice here. I think I'm gonna Rainbow Energy here. And then, I mean, he already committed an energy here. I think I might just try to continually I might just try to knock out the Venusaur, honestly. That might just be my play. To just eventually knock out the Venusaur. The damage spread here is also pretty nice. That's also pretty decent. That Genesect has 60 damage. Because we're denying energy. If he has to retreat, then we're still denying energy, which is great. I don't like GT. I really like Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball GT was just okay, I feel. It wasn't anything great. And okay, so the energy, and my opponent was able to find yet another Kuzma. So he will get to save that energy. There's a Nest Ball for a Bulbasaur. There's a Float Zone onto the Venusaur. There's another energy on the Genesect. And there's the Gaia Blaster 4 KO. So we're definitely in a lot of trouble here. I don't think we're gonna be winning this one anytime soon. I mean, if we knock out the Venusaur with our GX, we're dealing 90. That's still not enough. We need the damage mover. We need the damage mover, and then Gaia Blaster would still knock out the Taurus. So if I GX now, I still lose the Taurus. So yeah, I don't see how we win. That with Fighting Fury Belt was pretty big. I think I'll bring up the Zoroark now. I mean, my opponent has 6 energy in play. And he still has DCs he can go through, which is also pretty impactful. And then we'll just keep Flying Flip until we're done with that. But the back-to-back Kuzmas were a pretty big deal. And hello Manches, thank you so much. Thanks so much for being here. And yeah, Dragon Ball GT did have a good ending. It's just the filler episodes were worse than the others. And okay, so we see a Mallow, so we're not gonna lose this turn. We're not gonna lose this turn, and we're gonna bring it down to 2 prizes probably. Too bad we couldn't close out this game though. Too bad we couldn't close out this game. My opponent just set up far too quickly for us. Far too quickly. And the Lele start was actually good for him because he was able to start applying a lot of pressure early on. So yeah, we're gonna go for the damage mover play here to try and get that last KO. It has been an interesting deck for sure. Definitely not meta, but we did not find the damage mover. However, we did find the rainbow, which means we do exactly enough damage to knock out the Zoroark here. And that will be the game. There's our damage mover. We couldn't find the other one. And GG to Henry. GG to Henry. So now we're moving on to a brand new deck. And there's the defeat. So if anyone who is subscribed to the channel wants to play, please say so right now. Otherwise, it's Bird Boy's turn. And it just got it's not being done for who sends the challenge first anymore. Now it's based on the list, and so we now